50s. People in their 60s plus, it starts to trickle down, but people in their 30s, 40s, 50s have the money for smartphones, whereas teenagers and 20-somethings are less likely to have the money for a smartphone. But we're looking at between 30 and 60% of your email subscribers are reading their email on their mobile device, and for some lists, probably as high as 80%. So some people do a mix. I do this. I check my email on my phone, and then I also check it on my computer. But you absolutely want to test what your emails look like on a mobile device, because that's what likely the majority of subscribers are experiencing your email on. And actually, phones have kind of saved email. Email was on the decline until the iPhone came out, and it's kind of rebounded some because email is such a core tool inside of a smartphone. And if you have an Android, that's like the only thing the Android does easily. Everything else is kind of tricky. All right. Provide consistent value. Value is something people would be willing to pay for and are pleasantly surprised to find out that it's free. If you can provide consistent value, several things will happen. 1, people will not unsubscribe. 2, they'll forward your email to your friends, to their friends. And 3, your list will get bigger. Bigger list equals more money. So how do you provide consistent value? Well, you could share news. So let's say your business covers a specific industry. You could share news about that industry. Or you have a book on a certain topic. You share news on that topic. You may be reading 20 or 30 articles on this topic. Like Tom, you probably read dozens of articles every week, maybe even hundreds, on the gold market and on where coins are going, and you're reading all this stuff on that. And you could share, the 1 or 2 most interesting articles from the many that you're sorting through. And that way somebody who's interested in gold but not as interested as you are can use you as a filter to figure out if I only read 1 article this week on gold investing, which article should it be? Right. Along those same lines, advice. So this goes along with news, and Tom, this is more kind of what you're doing now, which is where you share your expertise. Many businesses have their expertise locked up in the minds of the owners of the business or the operators of the business, and they don't share it with their customers, which is really unfortunate, because by sharing your expertise, you're seen as an expert. If you knew everything there was to know about a topic and never told anyone, you would be seen as an idiot on that topic, because no one would know that you know anything. Whereas you may know hardly anything about a topic, but if you share everything you know